Okay, let's get this party started right. Let's get this party started quickly. Just out here in the beautiful forest. And yeah, there's a section up at the front, 13 acres of the forest, that some groups want to, basically they want to make it, commercialize it. And I don't know, they say build something there. I'm like, it's a forest, man. Trees are the only option. But yeah, people are going back and forth, and oh my goodness, it blows my mind through social media, like how people actually think. It's unreal. It's unreal. This guy came on yesterday to, talk about what he thinks and why he's right, and he just has a completely different vision than I have. Like, why would you want, oh my god, ooh, jeez, I better get on a different rut going out of here. How will I handle it? Oh yeah, oh, ow. Ipsy. Alright, I'm good now. Sorry for the sound effects. Anyways, yeah, I want to keep this entire forest intact. It's only 13 acres, and then another 13 acres. Like this whole area here, like they took the front section and built a Catholic high school, and then they built a plaza that has like I won't say any of the store names. Yeah, they've got a plaza, and then there was the town hall, or the municipal center, and then the fire hall, and they just want to keep digging into the forest. Like, there's so much area sprawling around us. Like, what the heck is going on here? Why do people want to attack a forest? It's unbelievable. This one guy's like, listen, I just spent $300,000 on my own personal forest. So yeah, I'm a green guy. I want to preserve land. It's like, dude, you spent money on your own property that you can at any time sell or develop if it's developable. Maybe he's not developing it because he bought it, and now he realizes that it's not developable because the town will only let you develop where they want you to develop. So, anyways, their absolute obsession with developing this forest is just so mind-blowing. It's like, you have this place here, and I mean, there's areas being clear-cut all over the place around here. And people don't really seem to understand, like, when you clear-cut all the trees, there's nothing to pull the water up. So all these places end up with water problems. All these subdivisions stuff have water problems. There's not a friggin' tree in sight. Or there's a poorly planted tree that they just put in, when they were finishing up the landscaping for the subdivision. But like, we have to protect this place, man. Like, every little bit of it. Every tiny little bit of it. There's so much displaced wildlife in this area. They have to have somewhere to go. And the population is definitely up in the forest from what I see. Yeah, I mean, and this forest is like, this whole area sits right on our creek, like our water source that leads to our most local river. And they want to just keep adding things in. And these places, that if they put in any type of plaza up at the front of this forest, it's going to end up with a bunch of huge corporations. Like, I won't name any of them, but you know who they all are. You're not going to have any locals setting up a little shop, because there's no way they're going to be able to afford the rent on that place. This is our land. Like, why is this even a question? We're letting people come, and most of the people that want to develop it, they're not from here. So I get the people that are from here. Yeah, we have a certain nostalgia that we have attachments to. Like, I had so many class trips out here. We would come out here for all kinds of adventures as kids. Come out here on a school bus and go cross-country skiing, and just absolutely endless possibilities of things to do out here. We were teens, we all partied out here. Funny thing was, we always cleaned up after ourselves. Look out here now, and yeah, there's definitely beer and stuff scattered through the forest, and I'm sure there was some of that then, but literally, people came out here, teach their kids to drive. People lots of people learn to drive in this forest, you know. There's walk their dogs, you know, geocaching or whatever, where people go on adventures and hide little things that can't do any harm to the environment, and then somebody else finds them with their GPS. And I mean, this is cool stuff. Like, but it's only 13 acres. You still have another, you know, so many people don't even get their numbers right whenever they're making these posts and they're making these videos, and they're like, well, there's population of this, population. They don't even know the actual numbers. Like, if you're gonna make some sort of fact video, look up the facts before you make the video. If you're gonna state somebody's population, know the freaking population. If you're gonna state, oh my god. And it's weird too when people, they go, this is not a flex spot. Why do you always say this is not a flex when you're about to flex? Just don't say that sentence. Just say what you're gonna say. Or they're like, this isn't a plug for anybody. This isn't trying to, you know, promote anybody, but you are doing a plug for somebody. You are trying to promote somebody. And if you do say, I'm not trying to plug or promote anybody, you automatically make it look like you are, which makes it look like you have hidden motives, which your hidden motives are very clear to me. But I mean, I don't know, a lot of people can't see that pretty much anybody who's looking to develop this forest is looking at it from a revenue point of view and not from an environmental point of view, where they would realize that, you know, I literally love the fact that you bought this forest and you're, oh my god, what's happening to my picture? You know, that you've bought this forest and you're never going to cut down trees, but you know, a lot of people change their minds. We've seen a lot in history. Oh my goodness, sorry. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we see people never, and like, you know, they say I'd never, and then they go and never, and they never again, never. They're never, they're just like, never isn't even a thing, you know. So yeah, we can't trust that what you're gonna do with your property. We can trust that this is our property and that we're gonna protect it. We're gonna protect it, yeah. The fact that the amount of it is already, you know, turned into some little commercial thing. It's nice that there's a dog park here. Honestly, I did end up, because I got a ticket in here for having my dog at large. My dog was at large, so I got a $100 ticket, so I started taking him to the dog park. It's a nice option, especially for old people who can't get around fast and their dog can run and stuff. So yeah, I'm not gonna knock that too much. It's definitely good for some people. It's not my kind of venue, but I'd rather be running wild in the forest with my dog. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that nowadays because there's so many people out here, right? Like, dropping their garbage and stuff. You don't know what your dog's gonna get into. Yeah, that's the state that we're in. But yeah, I'm so tired of it. It's only 13 acres. Yes, it's 13 acres. Go have a look at what 13 acres is. It's substantial. If it was all planted with trees, you could literally buy the trees right from the nursery that is here at the forest where they grow the trees. You could literally fill the place with fruit-bearing trees, which this nursery sells. There's plums, all kinds of good stuff, all kinds of edible stuff. The people don't eat it, the animals will. All the animals that we've displaced will have, you know, another food source for whenever they're starving in the winter because there's no more vegetation left for them to eat. Huh? Like, oh, this isn't I can't remember what they said, arable land. It's like a farming term, like for, you know, the quality of the land. Hey, sweet cheeks, there are plants that will grow on anything. I see plants growing up through concrete. I've seen plants growing in places that you're like, how the hell is that even growing there? Don't tell me at the edge of the forest there's a section that's 13 acres that you just happen to want to develop, but we can't grow anything on it. Have a look in it, dig it up. Bet you it's full of it's habitat for something. It's habitat probably for a lot of things. A lot of things that keep our ecosystem normal. They're like, oh, we don't want that. We don't want those bugs. We don't want that around here. Yeah, it's all part of the system. If you don't have those bugs, then the system doesn't work. And you end up with outbreaks of other bugs and all this other shit, right? Oh, just, you know, the infrastructure, we already did the road. Yeah, we already spent how much bloody money on this road? Absolutely insane what they've spent. to try to, you know, move people faster from one end of town out to the 416. That's the only real thing that I can see that benefits in any way. So people are like, well, since the infrastructure's there, we should use this section of land because all the pipes and everything are there. We could just build, you know, like a commercial place in here. It's the responsible thing to do because, you know, we've already brought in this, we've already burnt the diesel, and we've already blah blah blah. That was an entire plan that was planned out. You had lots of time to figure this in. If you know, you just keep dropping one more bomb on people, be like, oh yeah, okay, so we're gonna do this, and then the town's gonna be torn up for a couple of years, and you just accept it, and it's a good thing, and it's progress, and oh wait, now we're gonna put a plaza here because people need. We've got, I don't even know how many gas stations we have on that strip of 43. We got 3 Tim Hortonses. God, I hate that I even have to say their name, but just trying to drive a point across. Yeah, so 13 acres, yeah, 13 acres, bud. How would you feel if I wanted to say, hey, bud, that 13 acres there, you don't really need that. I'm just gonna put my slip tank on it. 13,000 gallons worth of diesel and slip tank on your property. You cool with that? Hey? Or how about I'll use your beautiful forest property to bring in another fucking fast food place. Another one. I'll bring them all in. Can I get a fucking Harvey's, please? I only got Wendy's. I can't deal with it. Oh yeah, there's also McDonald's, A&W, and blah, 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 everything under the sun. And these clowns want to put a fucking commercial place in our forest. Like, come on. Like, how? How in your mind? Oh my God. It just drives me right up the wall. Dude's like, I don't know. I'm just a... He says in his video, I'm just a lowly... I don't know. I think he said lowly, but something like that. Realtor. But I hate to break it to you, but everybody sees all your heavy equipment around town. It's got your name on it. Got that one shovel that's been sitting down by the cemetery for I don't even know how long. And then you're like, I have no other interest in it. You have a shovel, and you're blowing smoke up the mayor's ass in your video. I had no vested interest. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just out here telling people that I love all things green. Yeah, okay. I love it when people make videos that completely bring their entire everything right out on the table. Thank you. Wow. I thought that, but now I know that. Perfect. We got it. And all these other ones too. There's another lady on there spouting off a big game there. And then at the bottom of her thing, she tells people, you should write the municipality and say this in your letter. So she gives, you know, a direct thing of what you're supposed to say in your letter. Yeah, tell people what to write. What kind of, who are you? What are you trying to do here? You know, like, I'm trying to get people on board with this whole, I don't know, whatever it is, overlay. Call it overlay. I don't know. They come up with all these weird terms and stuff. So people are like, what are you even talking about? You know, what's the overlay? I don't care about the overlay. No, it's part of the forest they're talking about. Yeah. I got a great idea, actually. Oh my God, what a great idea. Let's plant hemp on her. Yeah, most useful friggin' thing that they don't use and probably on the planet. So useful, but instead of like, oh, let's progress and we shall add in, what do we not have here? What do we not yet have? Well, we don't have an indoor swimming pool, but the town currently doesn't have money for that. So that won't happen. It's been talked about for years. What else could they put there that they don't have? Oh no. I was gonna say brothel, but pretty sure there's a couple of them too. Yeah. Stone's getting greasy, man. Oh my God. Stone's greasy as hell. Finally build it, there's the kids. And it's so funny because everybody's crying. Like, people are like, oh, the immigrants are bringing in. All these terrible people. I just had a huge conversation with somebody about it yesterday. So you're very misled and talk to them about, you know, how people are taught to hate groups as a whole. I don't hate anybody, but I really hate people that are from this country. Or I don't hate people, but I really hate. There's one guy who told me I didn't hate anybody, and then he says to me one day, "Oh, except those women on the reserves. My God, terrible. Give them so much money and they just blow it, and they're all wrecked all the time." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me, bud?" Like, you're talking about women who have been horribly victimized for generations. Is that who we're talking about? And then they just keep throwing money at them, and then they keep spending it on things that the money just goes back to the government anyways. Yeah, there's a real hateful bunch of people out here, but yeah, people in this town would have you believing that there's a big problem here with immigrants. Well, yeah, they are taking jobs because they're working. I just heard a story about somebody who was here from Europe, and they weren't allowed to work while they were here. So it's me, like, why are you letting people in if they're not even allowed to work? What do they expect to be doing? Just being tourists for a year? Like, it's kind of strange, isn't it? People get here and they want to work and they're not allowed to work. And then other people are saying all these people shouldn't be working because they're stealing their jobs, but they don't want those jobs. They just want a white person to be doing them. No. I just, the story's getting way too long here. It's getting way too long, but just, I guess, talking about the sadness that I feel for the falling of our little town. There was always a bunch of sort of elite group, like richer people here that, you know, had pull and power and decision, and it's always happened. But now there's just like so many crazy control freaks rolling in here, and these subdivisions, they have a lot of money, so they have, you know, maybe jobs in their past where they had authority over people, so now they think they should still. And all these people out here, these guys. I met a guy here in the forest one day. I pulled over because he was an old man, and he was in a really nice vehicle, and he was looking at papers and stuff, so I thought he was, like, you know, trying to navigate a map, so I stopped. And he's with this Friends of the Ferguson Forest, they call themselves, a bunch of old men that I'm pretty sure want to develop this forest. That's their goal. They live in a subdivision where golf course runs through their thing, so oh, look, we have a forest. We could put a community here. People could live in the forest. No, we don't want you in our forest. We don't want anybody living here unless they're living without a house. You need to come out here and have shelter for a while in a tent. That's one thing. No friggin' houses in this place, man. What the hell? And then you get people. There's already a couple at the back, and there was a while ago that there's some damage or something done back there, and they wanted to stop us from being able to come down the road. Why? I just told them right at town hall. I said, I know what did the damage. I saw the truck down there. There was a truck down there that was dropping off equipment, and that's who did the damage. So the truck was obviously going to the house that was getting the equipment. So their own contractor damaged their equipment. Now you think you're going to close off the friggin' forest and nobody can go through because of this? I don't fucking think so. I'll take that fence down myself. Are you kidding me? Like, it's like, well, whenever I talked to the guy, I said we could put a, you know, a lock on it, or a thing that, you know, the people that live back there could still use, could still get through. Really? You're gonna give them a gated community back there and block out the public who actually owns the place from driving through? Like, they've already blocked us from going down the road to the pump house, which is a very, very common area for people to go and fish. I saw them the day they were doing it. I went up and asked the guy what they were doing, and he said that they had some attempted thefts down at the pump house. And I mean, I never thought there was anything in the pump house. Oh, hello, Bert. Oh, what kind of... I've been seeing blue jays all day. That one looked like it was just so elegant in flight, though. It was just like, don't. Hey, Timmy, what's up? Yeah, so you can't, but like they said it's a theft issue, but in the winter they have the gate wide open because the snowmobiles run through there, so I guess it's only a summer issue. I don't know. And then a bunch of the trails here, they put gates on the trails so you can't drive down them. And then pretty much all the parking down this road, they put big, what's it called? Armor stone. Like big, like this one here on all the parking, so that you can't park your car. Yeah, I don't know. It seems strange to anybody else. It's like we have land all over the place that can be developed. Why do you wanna mess with our forest so bad? There's a lot of history here. I mean, I can't even tell you like locals that worked here, the amount of people. I worked here, my mom worked here. Can't remember if my brother did a gig here or not, but certainly a lot of people have been through here keeping this place rocking and rolling and keeping it as it is and not building unnecessary buildings in here. Look at my smoke show. She's in Oklahoma smoke show. No, it's not the good type of smoke show. Oopsies. Oops, shit. Okay, I better go check on it.